Hello, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to remove a director using these steps. So if you know you're a company owner, director or shareholder, or then anybody that may be interested in knowing how to remove a director in a company, this video is for you. And ensure that you watch this video to the end in order to avoid making costly mistakes in the process. So let's get right into it. The first step is to understand the legal condition for removing a director. So you don't just decide to remove a director. There is a process for removing a director. So the most important thing is that you know what the law requires of you, and the circumstances that should lead to you removing a director. So some of the reasons why companies remove directors, that is, they are allowed to remove directors according to the law, is number one, it could be as a result of the resignation or death of the director. It could also be as a result of the expiration of the tenure of the director, and also it could be as a result of unlawful acts or misconduct committed by the director. So these are some of the reasons why companies are allowed to remove their directors. So now let's talk about the second step, or the next step, which is to issue a special notice. So this special notice is issued by the company secretary at least 28 days before the meeting and passing of the resolution, and this notice is to be sent to the shareholders or members of the company, and a copy is also required to be sent to the director in question to enable the person to prepare himself to make a defense or to make a representation where it involves issue of fraud or misconduct. The next step now is to allow the director to defend himself. So, like I said, where it involves misconduct or fraud or any other unlawful act, the director is allowed by law to make a written representation which can be read in the meeting or circulated amongst shareholders or members of the company. And the next step now is to pass a resolution at the meeting, or hold a meeting and pass a resolution. So in the course of the meeting, a resolution, a simple majority vote is done, and a resolution is passed. It is an ordinary resolution because what is required to remove a director is simple majority vote. So once the simple majority votes in favor or yes against the removal of the director, that removal becomes or otherwise becomes official. The next step now is for the company secretary to notify the CAC. So the company secretary is expected to file the necessary form with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and this filing is to be done at least 14 days after passing of the resolution. And this form is also known as Form CAC 7A, that is change in particulars of directors. This form is to be accompanied by some documents, which I'm going to be listing out now. The first document is a copy of the resolution, the minutes of meeting, and an updated list of directors. The next thing is for CAC to be able to approve your application. So when you have filed an application for change in director or removal of director, CAC will then proceed to approve your application or deny, whichever is the case. So once your approval is done, it's good practice for the company to update its own internal records. That involves registers, bank books, and the like. So ensure that you stay updated because what CAC is going to be issuing you is an amended status report. So it's necessary that you ensure that your records are equally updated and synchronized with the amended status report or amended documents. Yes. So the next step is to update the records, like I had said, and also it's not in all cases that you need to hold a meeting to pass a resolution. Sometimes companies are allowed to remove their directors provided they comply with the law, which is to file the necessary form, the necessary change with the Corporate Affairs Commission. And some of the reasons could be as a result of disqualification, legal disqualification. Maybe the person is not up to the age of 18, the person is not qualified to be a director, and it could be as a result of bankruptcy, that's the person being an undischarged bankrupt, and it could be as a result of the death of the of the director. So these are some of the special circumstances where the company is allowed to remove the director without having to hold a meeting. So you just have to file the necessary form with the CAC and also ensure that you have a resolution, because at the end of the day the company has to agree as to removal. So ensure that you comply with the dictates of the law in order to avoid disputes or any complaints that may come in the course of this removal. So I hope you learned something from this video. I hope this video was helpful. Please ensure you like this video, share with your contacts, subscribe to our channel. If you have any inquiry, leave them in the comment section and we'll definitely attend to you. Until I come your way next time, see you in another video. Bye.